Okay, hopefully I'm live. It tells me that I am. And let me see if I can get this. I should have been messing with this before I went live. So how's the volume? I'm not going to ask about the picture. Okay, so this picture looks a little blurry to me, but there's nothing I can do. I'm at Mom and Dad's house, which that is where the Wi-Fi is, the Wi-Fi that I'm usually stealing, so I can't get any closer to the Wi-Fi. Yeah, it just told me the chat was disconnected, and now I'm successfully connected again. So I hope everything looks all right and that you can hear it. I pinned my Instagram link at the top of the chat. If you're not following me on Instagram and you have an Instagram account, why don't you come follow me? So let's see who's in here. I got Jovita. Woohoo! First thumbs up, y'all. Y'all don't forget to smash the thumbs up. I got Tammy. I got Dusk 1962. Mom's in here. Robert Mac Media. Hello. Peggy Goat says, I don't need to watch this because I know she ain't talking about me. Diane is in here. Kathy, good evening, everyone. Here from Pelican Rapids, Minnesota. Cold in the single digits. It's supposed to get down in the low 20s tonight. As a matter of fact, before I came over here, I left. Before I started the live, I just got back from my house putting a heater in the well house. Hey, Reba. Cassie's in here, Walker Farm Fam. No, haven't talked about you yet, Cassie. Debbie, Texas Gal, Peggy, Patricia. Who else is in here? Betty, Willow. I'm glad to see everybody in here. And be sure to remember to smash the thumbs up. I cannot see that picture right back here. It's weird because it's backwards. But that picture blocks how many, the white part blocks how many people I have in here. So I can see I have 21 thumbs up, but I can't tell how many people I have in here yet. So remember that I do have affiliate links in the description below. If you haven't checked those out, go ahead and do that. 23 people, 25. There you go, Cassie. I must be talking about you. Is it 23 or 25? 20. Oh, man. Cassie's Hell Ranger. So I haven't been able to watch that video. I got home from work and I fed and watered everybody, came over here, set this live up, and then went and put a heater over in the well house when I looked at the weather and saw that we was going to get really cold. And so I have not been able to watch that video yet. Cassie. I just got distracted by Cassie. So anyway, that's what it was. I'll watch the video after I watch this. I love watching the boys on the BMX. I like watching the BMX races. Kim has come in. Hey, y'all, from the pretty white Northwest Iowa. One Scott, hello. Everybody's saying congrats to the boys. Spoiler alert. She ain't watched it either. Yeah, Willow hasn't watched it either. So I'm guessing they did good. Living life loving. Howdy from Texas. I keep distracted by live streams coming in. So I guess some of you, the reason Cassie's here is what does that say? Hey, Lorie, here's your, what is that? Oh, my skunk. No, I don't want any more skunks. Reba, you're probably not too far from me. I bet you're I know you're in Northwest Arkansas. I bet we're close. Are you coming to the expo? Who's coming to the expo? It is in March. We are in December. It's not long, especially if you need to reserve a hotel room. You better get on it because it's going to be big. Again, it was big last year. What's up, Susie Jacobson? Like to see Susie coming in. You want to know who the liar is? Brampton Gardner. Oh, no, Brampton Gardner's not the liar. Brampton Gardner just came in and said hi. I'm saying hi to Brampton Gardner. I mean, she could be. So the liar thing, if you guys don't distract me, I got to put on glasses here in a second to start reading this. I have a brother in Missouri. Spent a lot of time down there. Says Kim. Unfortunately, this year I won't be attending the Okie Expo. That is a bummer. You're going to be like over in Asia somewhere, aren't you? You're always traveling. So who is coming to the expo? Leave it down in the comments if you are coming because I want to know. But the last live stream, I told you guys that hey, there's Scott rambling with the brooms. Hello, Scott. In the last live stream, I told you guys that I had put up a video for the members, and thank you, Jovita. And I had encouraged them to, because they were doing work in my house, and it was a video of some of what had gotten done in the house. And hey, Mom, can we? It's hot in here. It's burning up. I can't take. I took off my flannel shirt. I can't take anything else off. Golly. So I had encouraged people. I showed a video to the members of the inside of the house, some of the work that they have gotten done. And I encouraged them to go back and look at the videos of when I moved over to the house and how the house looked and the demo and all that. And then in the last live stream, there's Dave out and about with Dave and Daisy. Howdy. I forgot what I was going to say. In the last live stream, I had talked about that and encouraged some of you guys to go look at those videos. And I made a what's it called when you group video playlist? I made a playlist of when I found out that I was moving and the right after we closed on the house and coming in and looking at the house. And then I did a lot of videos on like hey, Mike and Terry, on like taking the kitchen out, taking the cabinets out, counters, the sink. There's a funny one there of with Greg trying to unhook the kitchen sink because the water was not supposed to be turned on. I don't know why the water, and that's another story, but the house had been sitting vacant for like 3 or 4 years before I got it. So like there should not have been water turned on. Anyway, so then I went back and started watching some of those videos that I had encouraged all of y'all to go watch. Hang on, a window popped up on me. I don't know how to get there. It goes. Those videos are bad. Those are bad videos. There's embarrassing videos. And what's bad is prior to those videos prior to those videos are even worse. And so I'm calling out all of you people, and I'm going to go back and look, all of you people who left a comment saying that's a good video, because you're lying. I mean, I went back and watched them, and that's not true. Some of them were just hard to watch. And what's up, Caitlin? My niece just came in here, and there's Abby. It's bad. It is bad. Like when I was at the other house, when I was at the other house, the wooded acreage, that was when I first started, and it was hard to talk into the camera. It was really hard. And there are some habits I have by the way I talk anyway that I have adjusted because of the camera, because it's intensified with getting nervous. I have a hard time. Like an example would be like I don't open my mouth enough when I talk. I usually have my teeth clenched a lot, and when I noticed on the camera, I would do it more. And so that's something that I worked on to kind of overcome. But I mean, it was just naturally how I talked. Um, and I would guess some of that has to do with pain. Have pain. Had I guess I still have fibromyalgia, but I don't have the pain of it anymore. But when it would flare up, there was a lot of pain in my face, in my jaws, and in my neck and all. And so anyway, so that's what I was dealing with, being nervous on camera, talking to the camera. You know how ridiculous it is to stand and have your phone facing you and you talking to a camera. First of all, you have to get used to looking in the camera instead of the phone. But then to be out in your yard and holding up a camera and people, driving by you, you feel stupid. And sometimes I still do feel. I don't think I would go to like. I don't think I'd go like to a park or somewhere and do it. But then when I moved over to this house over here, I think I might have gotten more subscribers and gotten braver, I guess, and started doing more experimenting with how I videoed, what I talked about, and started learning how to edit, and actually purchased I might have had, so I know I had iMovie in the beginning. Right now I have Filmora, and it's a paid subscription, and I really like it. I don't think I'll ever get rid of it. I really like it. I don't have, there's probably better ones out there, but I don't feel like learning. As a matter of fact, this has updates all the time, and I don't do the updates unless they make me, because I don't like learning new systems. But so the editing was crazy. The moving the camera around, moving the phone around was crazy. I got dizzy. You people lied to me. You lied to me. Y'all that said it was good, and I will go back and I will look and I will see who all told me the truth. I tell you what, Mom, you weren't honest with me. You weren't. Let's just put that out there right now. Mom was not honest with me about how these videos were going. She was, good job, Lorie. That's a good. I really enjoyed, and she may have enjoyed the videos, but they were not good. Cassie said, "Well, I just got back, had to help the kids. Did I miss anything?" Yes, you did. You missed it, Cassie. Something wrong with this chair. That one don't do it. So I know who didn't lie to me was my aunt, and she may still be in here. Diane, she was in here just a minute ago, and I don't know if she's still in here. I tell you what, we'll put out a video. You a lot of times you don't even have to ask her. She'll just send you a text. Well, you could have done better on that one. It was okay. I've enjoyed others better, but that one was okay. So she's not lying to me, but I'm going to have to go back and see if Cassie was one of those who lied to me. Cassie might. I think Cassie in the beginning just did a bunch of emojis. I don't think she said a whole lot. She might not have lied. Cassie might not have. Yeah, Diane says, yes, I'm here. And she's probably laughing about it too. But it was bad. It was bad. And there are good parts because there are funny parts. But as far as were they good videos? No. If it wasn't that it's documenting the transition of my life from where I was to where I am, all the work that's been done at the house, my relationship with Greg and all that, I would delete those videos from YouTube. But I can't. So I don't know how many of you went back and watched those in that playlist, because I encouraged you to last time. But I apologize. I didn't know people were lying to me. I don't. It is. I wish I could delete them. I really do. I mean, it's like. So I even looking back at it, and I look at some of the thumbnails and titles, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. This is terrible. And the thing is, I worry about what next year will look like to me. Like next year, what will this year look like to me? And I feel like right now, maybe okay, so I feel like my content a lot of time is boring because I'm doing the same thing over and over. I mean, like what else can I do besides chores and put up a fence and sometimes something dies, or I get a new animal, or like that goat got injured or whatever. Sometimes there's a little bit of change, but really overall, it's kind of the same thing over and over. These are farm animals, and they die, and they give birth, and they get injured, and they get eaten, and so it's kind of the same thing over and over. But besides that part, besides of being repetitive, and it's how it feels to me, maybe it's not to some of you because you don't have animals, and I don't know, but I'm afraid of what next year, when I go back and look at these, if I have the nerve to go back and look at these, what it'll feel like to me, what it'll look like. Will these look bad? Because right now, I don't feel like, I feel like I have more, I'm used to the camera. So I feel acting more natural talking to the camera. When I'm talking to the camera, I have you guys in mind. A lot of you who leave comments, and a lot of you in the live stream. Some of you in the live stream don't watch the regular video, so you don't comment on those. But the ones that I like, when I'm filming, I have Mom in mind. I have Diane in mind. I have Susie or Reba or whoever in mind. Peggy, what does that say? You are always going to grow and better each year, so you are always going to look at your old ones and say that you are doing great, and then getting better each video. So I want truth on these comments. Yeah. What I was going to say is, as I was going back and looking at it, it's like, oh my gosh, what was the mindset there? Some of it I know. Some of it I've watched a video on how to do, and then you try to do what you think that they told you on the video on how to make a thumbnail or how to come up with titles. That's hard. Packaging the videos so that you guys will watch is very hard for me. Like, maybe it's not hard for I don't know, other people, but it is for me. What's up? Random things I do. Lorie Cart, Charles. But I went back and looked at those thumbnails, and I thought, this is ridiculous, man. I need to change these thumbnails and change these titles. And then I started watching. It's like, there is no way in the world I'm going to change this stuff and tempt somebody to click on this. Not going to do it. Peggy. So did I get any answers on who's going to go to the expo? How about a trip to the store or something if you want something different? So, do I need to? It's not about me wanting something different. Like, if you guys want to watch me clean out stalls or feed animals, then that's kind of what I do. I don't know that I don't know if I would go to a store with a camera. I don't know if I would or not. Maybe. But sometimes we go to the auction. They won't let us film at that one auction, but sometimes to, like the expo or to a YouTube meetup, I mean, that's different. And then when I go see Greg, throw that in there. But what? Oh, if folks had been, all right, pull them out. If folks had been outright truthful in the beginning, you wouldn't still be doing the videos today. That is true. That is true. But I didn't mean to make you a liar, though. Kim says your videos are always good. I wouldn't still be following you if they weren't. Kim, they are not. I went and watched them. Would it make you feel better if we went back and give you hurtful critiques? I mean, have at it. Speaking of, oh, you found a new auction. I was going to say, speaking of something else, speaking of critiques, but and then I saw Cassie said, speaking of auction, I found a new auction. Where is it, Cassie? Dave says, and this reminds me, you owe me one auction trip. Yeah, I come to think of it, Dave, I don't think you've lied to me about my videos either. That's what I've been all this time been working toward, is Dave saying my videos are good. I'm kidding. Walker Farm fam. Oh, and I'm gonna back tonight. I'm watching old videos and leaving negative comments to make you feel better. I remember the first time. Well, I don't know about the first. I think the first time, or right about the first time, I think, Cassie, you just left emojis in the beginning. But I think the first one you commented on is that one that's like 5 things about us or something like that with Greg on it. Charles says, if people can't handle real life living this lifestyle, it may not be for them. Many have failed because they think all the glitter on the platform is a lie. Living life loving. I don't like so many thumbnails. They're misleading. Talk about feeling let down. So, hey, this last video I did, I hate wearing these. This last video I did was, I had the picture of the goat, and that I don't remember what was what I wrote on the thumbnail, but the title just laid it out for you. What the video is about, completely what the video is about, and views are down. And so anytime that I do that with a video, anytime I tell you in the title what the video is going to be about, people don't watch it. Like, people watch it. Like I think it's got like 1,000 views, and my average is kind of a big range, but my average within the first 24 hours is 1,000 to like 1,700. And here we are, almost at the end of day 3. When did it come out? Came out Saturday. I'm at 1,000 views on it. Jovita wants to know how the goat is doing. That's hard to tell. I do have a video coming out tomorrow, and I kind of give an update on him, but I think, and I don't know. Today when I got home. So when I get up in the mornings and when I come home, he is loud. He's up front. He's not around other goats, so he's loud. And then anytime I come out anyway, like in the mornings, even when he was in the back with the other goats, he was loud because he wanted me to feed him. So now he's up front and he's not with other goats, and he wants me to feed him. And now I get up in the morning to go out, and he's loud. And I come back in the evening from work, and he's loud. But he wasn't eating as much over the weekend, it seemed like. He was eating, but just not as much. And then today, I put some hay in a bowl, like one of those rubber bowls. And he didn't seem to be, he still had hay. Like, I didn't have to give him more hay. And that's weird, because they're like all the time chewing on grass and hay and stuff. And so I thought, well, maybe he's done something. Maybe he's peed on the hay. Maybe he's done something that he doesn't want that hay anymore. And so I gave him different hay this evening when I came home. And a while ago, when I went back over there, he was eating the hay. So I think he's okay. He's not putting any weight. And I got to thinking about it, it could be the hoof. It could be something in the hoof. It could be like, I don't know if they have like the little bones right above there. I would assume like they have the little bones like we do in our hands or, feet or whatever. Could be something like that. Could be he stepped on something and I need to look at the bottom of his hoof. I'm afraid to hurt him and I need someone to hold him while I do that. And I had someone over this weekend. I just didn't think to look at the bottom of his foot, but I did bend the knee and the what would it be, like the ankle. What's up, Eddie Family Farm? Hello guys, how's everyone? Hopefully y'all are doing well today. I think so. Now Brandon and Stephanie never comment on my videos, so I know they haven't lied. I think they've commented on like one video, but then they'll say something about a video to me, but they don't ever leave comments. All right, Willow, thank you for coming in. Hey, is it Algier? Algier. I just never know how you guys pronounce that. Thank you guys for coming in. Is it Algier? Algier. How do you say that? How do you say your name? Let's see. Yes, ma'am. Algier. Farm line. Oh, I've already read that. Is a poultry auction at the local Amish school? Huh, as a fundraiser. That would be awesome. That would be wait, can you film at an Amish auction? That would be cool, Cassie. Going back up and reading the chats. Did anybody tell me, is anybody going to the expo besides me? I can't be the only one. Tammy says, we are our own worst critic. I happen to like your videos. Thank you, Tammy. Did you watch the old one? How long have you been following? Lorie Carp has watched for a while. Probably need to go look at comments to see if Lorie Carp has lied to me. What was I going to say? There was something I was going to say. Dang. Oh, comments. So this one on the last video, I usually don't get the crazy comments unless the video goes out and gets more views than it usually does. Like if it goes beyond my audience. But I have gotten a few subscribers from that video, even though the views are low. And that probably has something to do with the way I titled that video. A different group looking at it, because like really, if I lay a title out straight out like what it is, and you know what the video is going to be about, a lot of people will not click on it. Like they're just lower click-through rate. What's up? Grounds rhymes with crowns. Family farm. I think about the time Greg got the tiny house. What do you mean? You talking about the title when I said he was moving out? I think that's what I said. Something like that. Are you talking about the title? Cassie, be right back. So anyway, this comment that I got on are you kidding me? No, you're kidding me. What expo? The Okie Homesteading Expo. This is Mike or Terry. Who's at the keyboard? Oh, that's about the time you start following me. Yeah. So anyway, this comment that I got said something about this person couldn't be a farmer because they couldn't leave the animals out in the cold like that, like I do, like everybody does. Like, I can't imagine bringing a cow inside. Maybe she was referring to the goats, probably, because most of the video was talking about the goat and had the goat in it. But hey, Betty. But it started out she's not a farmer, and she couldn't leave the animals out in the cold like that. But also told me that I need to do something about that goat. I need to help that goat because it would be inhumane not to, and that my fences needed attention. That I had. I don't remember how she worded it. My fences were in bad shape. That's not how she said it. Matter of fact, there were a bunch of typos, but that my fences needed some attention, and surely I had someone who could help me out with that. Yeah, so we were talking about the advice that people give and the critics out there. I don't know who it was, but like, there's nothing wrong with my fences. Unless she might be referring to the temporary fence that I have, the goat that I had the goat in because it was zip tied. That one 16-foot panel was zip tied, but my fences are good. My goat fences are 16-foot cattle panel, and half of them are new. Like, half of them I got this past summer. They're new. I got a brand new 5-foot chain link fence for the dogs in the backyard. My the back and side of my fence for the cows was put up the following summer after I moved in there, and the other part that was already there is good. Now on the inside, my perimeter fences are good, like for the goats and for the cows and all that. But on the inside, there's some work that could be done with the fences. But some of that is not just, some of that is pretty sturdy. It looks wild the way they welded some of the metal together and stuff, but it's still strong fencing. There's nothing wrong with the fencing. But Peggy says, obviously someone that has never lived on a farm. And they started, that's how they started out the comment. I'm not a farmer, but I just had to delete that because it just irritates me. I don't know why. Sometimes it irritates me so much. Yeah, I guess, I don't expect it when I have a video that has such low views. I expect it when the video goes out beyond my normal numbers, because you're going out beyond your viewers, your normal viewers. Random things I do. I think people who want to tell you how to do it need to get their own farm and do it their way. Yeah. Yeah. And to say, surely someone who can help you. I mean, surely you don't know how much fencing is, or how inconvenient that would be to pull one farmer off of their farm to come help another farmer, especially when it's just like really not necessary. Animals outside, who would think of it? I'm not gonna lie, like some of the commenters, I'm not gonna lie. I have had goats inside, bottle babies, not adult goats. I've had goats inside on the bottle wearing diapers. I try very hard not to do that. Very, very hard not to do that. I don't like bottle babies. I don't like having bottle babies. God gave animals for a reason. Living Life Loving says, funny, I've lived in Texas 45 years and never thought about Amish communities before. Are there not Amish communities? in Texas. Yeah, yeah. Scott said she'd freak watching their cattle in February. Yeah, yeah, she would. She didn't say which. She just said animals in outside. So, and most of the weather, my outside dogs are outside, and my inside dogs are inside. They're when back in whatever when we had that polar Arctic freeze, my outside dogs came in. Um, I'm trying to think of what I did with them because I didn't have a garage. They must have been in a kennel or something in the laundry room or something. I don't remember. I just remember they came in. And then last winter when it got below freezing, they were in the garage. It was too cold for me to handle it, for me to have them out there. I'm not saying everybody needs to bring their dogs in though. Only 2 small Amish communities. Wow, they're everywhere here. We have a large Amish community here where I live, and Cassie and them have Amish up there where they are. I mean, we're both in what's considered northeast Oklahoma, but there's still a little bit of different distance between us. Jovita says there are no Amish communities here in South Texas that I know of. I've lived here my whole life. I was watching some sort of documentary or something one time, and it seemed like there was an Amish community that was in South America, Spanish speaking Amish community. I'm gonna look for that. I think it says hippie elf. I bet they're not only not a farmer, but also not a vegetarian, and don't care what conditions, yes, the animals are in that come from those magical clean packages they buy. Yeah, that's the difference though. That's the meat that people are eating from the grocery stores, especially the large ones like from Walmart and stuff like that. Like some of that meat isn't even from here, but no matter where it's from, yeah, the living conditions are horrible for the cattle. I mean, they're horrible. Can be. And chickens don't need heat, warm water, and out of the wind is perfect. Yeah. Yeah, so I have not lost a chicken to the cold. I haven't lost a duck to the cold. I haven't lost a goat or cow. I haven't been doing. It's only been I've had goats for 5 years maybe, and chickens. Chickens was my first. Chickens and ducks was my first. So those at least 6 years. And pretty much birds if you can keep them out of the wind. And so if they're in a coop, they need ventilation. They need air because of the moisture. They'll get sick. If you have them closed in, they actually need a lot of ventilation. Kay Barnes, wonder what she thinks about all the wild animals being outside. I don't know. But her house would be a bigger mess than mine. I can tell you that. Lorie Carp, I live in Northwest Oklahoma, and we don't have any Amish around here. Wow, that's just crazy to think. Where was I when I first saw? When I used to live Fort Smith, Van Buren area in Arkansas. It's where I grew up. I don't really remember Amish there. I don't remember when the first time I saw Amish was, because they're up in Northwest Arkansas too, and that's where I went from southern Arkansas to Northwest Arkansas. So probably somewhere up in Northwest Arkansas was the first time I'd seen them. I don't really remember. But there's like a lot. There's Amish. They're everywhere. I would love to go to the Okie Expo if they would offer 1-day tickets, says Becky. I could see that. And I think the first year they did, I think. And so I don't know. There's I don't know. But you can't see everything in 2 days. There's just too much. Text I'm about what? I don't must be talking to someone else. Kelly says, as Lester always says, tell them to stay in their own lane. Yes. Living life loving. Both Amish communities are 2.5 hours from me. Is that say 2.5? The Amish communities are in the better, did you say better agricultural areas? Yeah. Northeast Oklahoma or Northwest Oklahoma and Texas. Ducks sound like the penguin from Batman? What does that mean? Those tickets are pricey, Peggy says. Peggy, are you going this year? Did you answer that? I don't think you did. Reba says we have more Mennonite up here than yes. So I said yes, and I don't know where you are exactly. But I do know, like over in Gentry area, there's a lot of Mennonite. Grounds Family Farm says the early bird price was about the same cost as what a 1-day ticket would be. Yes, but that early bird is over. The sound of the ducks quacking sounds like the pigs. I don't watch Batman, or haven't in a long time. So the sale on the early bird sale is already over. I don't know that there is another sale. I mean, maybe there is. I don't know. Close to Harrison. Yeah, Kevin, do you know when that early bird was? Trying to look on here. See if I have it. Living in Abundant Grace is finally here. Had to take a phone call. I think Amy owes us an essay because it is a little late. I was 44 minutes late. No big deal. I was looking for I don't know if I still have that. Anybody know when that early bird thing was? Because they did do it. Betsy, hello. He says a 44-page essay. Amy, you better get on it. Grounds Family said a long time ago. Yeah, it was. Was it like back in August, wasn't it, or so? I don't know. I forgot what it was. Okie. I mean, there you go. They have a Facebook page, Okie Homesteading Expo, or you can they have a website, Okie Is it what is it? lghomesteading.com is the website. Hey, Sharon. I am still looking for when that early bird went on. I don't know why. I probably shouldn't because I'm on a live stream. Yes. Okie Homesteading. So I don't know if it's Mike or Terry. Thank you. Are you guys going? Amy says we might be waiting a long time for that essay, Jovita. Now I'll have to lie about the cost. What does that mean? What does that mean? I think the answer to that is going to be on the website. Oh, no, early bird sale was October 1st through the 3rd. So it has passed. Yeah. Not sure when the early bird was, but it's $50 for the 2 days per person. Not sure when early bird was, but the tickets are $50 for the 2 days per person. Amy's she just said she was on the phone. She wasn't homesteading. She was on the phone. If I tell my husband how much they are, he won't want to go. Well, don't tell him. Don't tell him. Skip out on a dollar store run and buy the tickets. Betty says, I am not a farmer. I am handicapped, so totally enjoy all the videos. Everyone does such a great job. Thank you, Betty. Can I take these off? Can I see? Probably not. We do plan on going. This is MT. Is it Mike or Terry? We do plan on going as long as, okay, it's Terry, as long as Mike doesn't have another surgery scheduled around that time. He might have to get another one. Charles Vickers. I like that you hit the points of homesteading alone. Many on here are deep can't see, especially this late. I like that you hit the points of homesteading alone. Many on here are deep family house full centered. I'm flying solo as well, and it's a different kind of operation. It's a big difference. I enjoy watching the family interactions, and I feel like most people do. Lorie, aren't you giving out free tickets to Negator? Somebody take his blue wrench away from him. Living in abundant grace. How do you know my phone call wasn't about homesteading? Because I know. He's done with the hips. We'll be moving on to knees. He's just getting a full makeover, haul over, something. Kelly says, let me watch your farm while you go. I come back each night. It's not that, it's a simple drive to me. It's not too far of a drive. Christy Twisty. I don't know if you have talked about it yet, but how is the goat with the hurt leg? I have talked about it, but not a whole lot. He's still not putting weight on it. I do have a video coming out tomorrow that you can watch. I really don't know a whole lot more. I have looked at him. I had someone over and was able to hold him, and I looked at him. I still don't have any answers. He is eating and drinking. I think he's, with him moved to the front where he is in a cage by himself away from other goats. It's hard to tell if his behavior is normal, because goats want to be around other goats like bad, except maybe Sky. And So he's a little loud. And so I'm assuming that's because he's up front instead of back in the back with the other goats. K Barnes needs free tickets. Well, when Kevin gives me money to purchase tickets so that I can hand them out, I will. Total overhaul. Tammy says, I think Tammy's trying to say hello, Amy. At Living in Abundant Grace. Becky, I walk with a walker and my husband uses a mobility scooter. We could do a 1 day. Yeah, that would be 2 days would be, I guess, kind of rough. If that's ground is like we broke. Hey, you broke. If you're broke, it's because of the auctions. So that's all there is to that. She said yes. Hello. Just noticed that. Yeah, I wasn't going to read that out loud. See if I missed anything. Maybe that lady will want to come fence all our hogs in. I missed that, huh? Kevin had to fix his tractor. He broke. Yeah. It just took me a minute to realize what you were talking about. Hippie elf. Sky don't count. She doesn't believe she's just a goat. No, she doesn't. She's and she used to be picked on, and Pebbles still kind of picks on her a little bit. But she has turned out with the other dolings her age. I don't know that there should be called dolings still. I don't know, but she's turning out to be like the herd queen, and I bet she will once she gives birth. I bet she will. Cost them $10,000 to fix it. Well, I am going to get off of here. Thank you guys for coming in. I got 53 people in here and 62. Hey, how come I can see that now? Oh, I got glasses on. But I can see it. It's not. Why still? I guess it's the glasses. I'll be doggone. 54 people. Thank you guys for coming in. And I do have a video coming out tomorrow I want you to watch. And if you haven't watched the one that I put out Saturday, what are you waiting on? What are you waiting on? I'll see you guys next Monday. Bye. As soon as I figure out how to end this.